Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to CRN. We are here at Kentucky with the Demon Truck Series as they're getting ready to do some battle. Ended up missing the beginning of the race, but it's all right. It's all good. Some things happen, but we're still here. We're out there doing what we need to do. Get that iRacing HUD put on away. Lap 10 out of 110. Riding on board with the number 80 of TJ Hadley, sitting P number 5 as of right now. P number 1 is going to be Austin Wheeler. The number 48. Second is going to be Gary Smith. Third is going to be Kevin Coleman. Fourth, Samuel Lawson. Fifth, TJ Hadley. Sixth, Eddie Baker. Seventh is going to be Christopher Cash. Eighth is going to be Hunter Bogdan. Ninth is going to be Mike White. 10th is going to be Jay Monin. 11th is going to be Justin Potts. 12th is going to be Chris Zofield. 13th, Curtis Rogers. 14th, Johnny Williams. 15th, Cliff Corriveau. 16th is going to be Jeff No. In 17th position is going to be Kerry Cleaver. Racing all the way all around Kentucky, one of my sometimes good racetracks here for the Truck Series, Cup Series. Doesn't matter what kind of car I'm in. I do like running the Kentucky version, or the track of Kentucky is already TJ Hadley going down into pit lane and spins it out almost into pit lane. Not what you want to do this early in the run. Pit number 2 is still going to be Gary Smith, trying to chase down the number 48. Oh, he's going to get in the outside wall. He's going to try to track down the number 48 of Austin Wheeler. Definitely going to be a fun race to watch. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Nashville Super Speedway on how you want to attack each and every single corner and get through the racetrack. Still 17 laps into the race. Sorry about that. 17 laps into the race out of 110 stages are going to be in there as well. It's still Austin Wheeler out there with the race lead. Obviously, Austin Wheeler, the points leader for the Cup Series, just coming on out here to get some extra laps in to see how the race is going to fare for him on Thursday nights. So going to try to do what he can to get himself some extra laps around this track. Looking at the number 44 of Samuel Lawson in P number 3. The True Sims production number 44, the governor, as he likes to be called. Going from the dirt side over to the asphalt side. Normally you see him in the Smoky Mountain Grassroots dirt stuff. Now we're going to see him out here on the asphalt. Gary Smith still in P number 2. Kevin Coleman and Eddie Baker both going to go down into pit lane. We're going to look and see when let's see here. Should it be in race info? I believe you put it in there. Stage 1 is going to end on lap number 28. Stage 2 is going to end on lap number 55. Final stage is going to be 110. So definitely going to be something fun out here to watch. So far, so good. Still green flag racing all the way in and through the race. Doing what they need to do. Driver's going to go down into pit lane. As so far so good for a lot of these drivers getting ready to get everything on and done. Is Chris Oldfield of the number 88 machine, Caliber Collisions, Chevy Silverado. He's got a little bit of damage on that right, or in the middle of the rear. 7 laps to go in stage number 1, but it's going to be Austin Wheeler with the race lead here so far. TJ Hadley's getting passed by Eddie Baker. Johnny Williams in the number 1. Beautiful looking truck. As he's going to get on passed by TJ Hadley as well. Go ahead back up here with Austin Wheeler, the number 48 machine. Lap number 23 is done and over with. Or lap number 22, I should say. Start lap number 23 here. Austin Wheeler out to the race lead here so far. Lap number 24 getting started here by Austin Wheeler. Austin Wheeler going. Oh, I don't think I am muted. Yeah. Austin Wheeler down into pit lane this time by. He's going to lose the race lead. Johnny Williams going to take over the race lead here. Lap number 25 out of 28. He's got to make it 3 laps on around. He's got a 2-second gap over Jeff No. Can Johnny Williams make it on around? No, he's going to go in this time by Jeff No. Going to go on around. 1 more lap. Johnny Williams is going to go ahead and take it on in. He's going to get passed by Kerry Cleaver. So Johnny Williams taking his time getting into pit lane. Doesn't want to overdrive it. But now it's going to hand over the race lead to Jeff No. Can Jeff No make it on the fuel? So Jeff Noe got to go around one more time to collect stage win at number 1. Got to make it all right. Is so far so good. Jeff Noe coming on around. He's going to go ahead and coast. Essentially, he's got to make it a whole nother lap though. We'll see how much he's really saving. Going to ride on board the whole last lap. Put you inside of the cockpit. Yeah, he's already clutching all the way through the corners. He's got to be able to make it all the way back around. He's got 10 seconds on Sam Lawson. He doesn't have to worry about that, but with it being tire save mode right here, he doesn't have to worry about saving any more fuel. Jeff Noe is going to get stage number 1 win here at Kentucky. He's going to immediately put it into neutral, push the clutch in, save as much fuel as he possibly can, and to let the pace car come on by. Well, he's actually going to go around one more time. Oh, I think Jeff Noe's out of fuel. I am thinking Jeff Noe is out of fuel right now. He's not going to be able to make it all the way back around. He's got to go in now. He's not, yeah, pit road is not open, but Jeff Noe's going to have to go in. So Jeff Noe got the stage win, but ended up having to go down into pit lane to get everything going. So everybody going to go down into pit lane this time by. Get some new tires, some new everything, essentially. New tires, more fuel. Get themselves up to where they need to be. Then hopefully go from there. But while we have our time, we're going to go ahead and cut on over to our first commercial break. We'll be right back.
Did you guys know that the state of Texas has many programs to help you pay for your down payment? Can you use down payment assistance to build your own custom home? I have chingos of homes all over Laredo that qualify for down payment assistance. All you need is a 580 credit score to start. So not only is down payment assistance good on new homes, you can also get down payment assistance on used homes. To find out if you qualify for down payment assistance, give me a call, 956-333-2774. I'm here to help you guys out.
here at CRN. Want to thank everybody out there who's liked, share, subscribed to CRN. Want to give a big shout out to everybody out there who is following along with each and every broadcast that CRN has to offer. Want to give a big shout out to Blues Race Designs for creating some of the badass paint schemes that some people end up seeing on out here tonight. Want to thank Chris Hupka for supplying me with that Hupka Realty commercial. And then Team Conti. Team Conti, the virtual world of online setups for iRacing, one of the best, with Michael Conti, Nick Ottinger, and who's the other? Matt Busa. Matt Busa being the other co-contender, and then you have Dustin Holland, Adam Benefield, Brandon Hastings all doing it as well. I've done the truck program with Team Conti. It's an amazing program. They are there 24/7, no matter what you need. They will do what they need to do to help you go in and through. Trucks are all lined back on up for a quick 20-lap dash to the green and white checkered flags for the end of stage number 2. Looking on board with Samuel Lawson down there on the inside, but it's going to be Mike White and Austin Wheeler on the front row, going to lead these drivers back to the green flag. Kelly Porter out there. Hello, everyone. Well, good luck to you, sir. As always, good luck to all of these drivers. Barry out there coming in with the comment. Mike White going to be able to get around Austin Wheeler going into turns number 1 and 2. He's going to bring Christopher Cash along with him. First stage was all under green flag conditions. Sam Lawson going to follow Chris Cash all the way down to the inside. He's going to try to make it around Mike White. He's going to do so. And here comes the 65. Curtis Rogers looking to make it 3 wide through the middle. Thought better of it, backed out, didn't want to get involved in any of that. As we are still green flag racing, no cautions here tonight. The only caution that we've had so far was for the stage, as Curtis Rogers really wanting to force it 3 wide there. He's got a fast truck. He wants to get up towards the front, just not able to get the nose in there to the point where they got to give him the room. Sam Lawson looking down to the inside of Christopher Cash, and then number 69, Smoky Mountain Motorsports. I think this is Motorsports. Can't really tell. Maybe it says Grassroots. But Chris Cash out here running P number 2. Would like to see him have a good points day out here at Kentucky. While these drivers are on another stud-starred green flag run, we're going to go to our first of 2. You love to hear it. It's where I turn the mics down, turn the engines up, let you guys hear the sights and sounds of Kentucky and the Bluegrass. We're going to give you our first. You love to hear it. We'll be right back. going to get you the last 5 laps, or 7 actually, here with CRN, as Chris Zofield getting ready to get passed by Kerry Cleaver. Kerry trying to find a way around the number 88. The 88 is going to drift up the racetrack into no man's land. And with Kentucky, it's very line sensitive. You want to be down on that inside, making sure everything works to your favor. Samuel Lawson with the race lead over Austin Wheeler momentarily. Looking here, the number 44, the Governor. USAFirearms.com, True Sim Productions, number 44, out front. 5 laps to go in stage number 2. Gary Smith getting by Austin Wheeler for P number 3. Eddie Baker looking to make it a P number 3 for him. Use that outside in turns number 1 and 2 to get on around Austin Wheeler. Austin Wheeler get a little bit tight, rolling up the racetrack, but able to make the pass stick. Austin Wheeler going to go down to the inside once again. Not going to be able to get the run or get up there, as Mike White into pit lane this time by. And 4 laps to go. We're going to see how much this fuel is going to be an issue here tonight. I could see probably 2 more pit stops going along the way. Pit stops were underway about lap number 24-ish, 25 for stage number 1. But granted, after this stage, they're going to have 50 laps to go to crown us another race winner here on Tuesday night. Once you start stage number 3, it's going to be about when you want and how you save tires. If you don't save them at all, or not tires, fuel. If you don't save any fuel at all, it could put you behind the bullet. But if you do end up saving tires or fuel, it could put you in a really good spot. Could make it a 1-stop race. Eddie Baker getting up into the outside wall there kind of easily. But they're making everything work. What, 2 more laps to go for stage number 2. Let's take a ride on board with Samuel Lawson. See if he's saving any fuel or if he's going to try and get this going all the way in and through. Not saving any fuel, so I think he's good to go. He's got 1 more lap around. He's coming around to take lap number 55. Now we're going to move it to the gearbox. Show you exactly what he's seeing off his rear bumper. Nice little arc into turns number 1 and 2. Going to hold that yellow line very well. Come up off the corner. Down the backstretch into turns number 3 and 4. Samuel Lawson going to be a stage winner here in the Demon Truck Series. Gary Smith not going to have enough time to get to him. Second is going to be Gary Smith. Third is going to be Eddie Baker. Fourth is going to be Austin Wheeler. Fifth, Kevin Coleman. Sixth, Jeff No. 7th, Hunter Bogdan. 8th, Justin Potts. 9th, Christopher Cash. 10th is going to be Kerry Cleaver. That will be your top 10 that get the stage points. We'll go ahead and see if we just can't dial up our stage 1 winner, or stage 2 winner. That's going to be the Governor. We're going to wait till he gets into pit lane. Well, actually, we can bring him on down now. We're now joined by the Governor. That's Sam Lawson. Sam, this is Dylan, the CRN broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I got you, buddy. What's up?
All right, man. Obviously, I was going to wait till you got into pit lane, but I noticed that you were still trying to get caught up to the pace car. So once you actually get into pit lane, I would kind of be quiet so you can find your pit stop. But stage number 1 went all right. Had to do a little bit of a short stop there just to make it to the end of stage number 1. And then obviously stage number 2, with it being a little bit shorter than stage number 1, you were able to make it on fuel. What's it going to be for stage number 3 and to get into the winner's circle here tonight?
I have no idea right now, man. Austin, he's fast. Gary, he's quick too, but I don't know. I just got to try to keep up with Austin this next little stint that we're about to have and see what we can do.
Hey, man, as long as you roll that bottom, you'll be all right.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm hearing too, man. Oh, no, so I got to stay off my phone. That's why I kept hitting the wall.
Hey, buddy, you can't text and drive.
Hey, do it all the time, you know?
Well, I mean, hold on.
Oh, no, you're good, buddy. You're good.
Okay, I was just making sure. Well,
Yeah.
last time I did that, a guy blew through his pit stop, so I wasn't going to do it to you. But, you know, you can do it in your civilian car, but in a race car going about 150, 160 mile an hour, maybe 180, it's not advised. You know, you want to keep that.
Oh, my God, I spun the tires.
Oh, yeah. See? Look. See? Mm-hmm. Oh, no, you're good, buddy. Oh, yeah. Look at what happened. Mm-hmm.
Hey, entering the pits ain't a problem, you know?
Well, either way, you still came out P number 2 right behind Austin Wheeler. How many laps of fuel are you looking at per tank? And is tires going to be the bigger question than fuel?
Tires is a big question, yes, but I mean, I can tell you right now, we got 2 stops from now to make, so it depends. I don't know. It depends how you race it.
Yeah, looking at about 50 laps to go once we get back to going green. Looking at about 25 laps per tank. Yeah. Are you worried about maybe somebody doing the strategy of top it off and then saving as much as they can right off the rip?
My plan.
Alrighty, well. I didn't think you were going to sell your strategy that easy, but
Hey, the way I see it, if they beat me, they beat me, you know?
yeah, you know, that's how it is. But we're going to go ahead and let you get back up there, get focused back in, and get to see what you can do out here for stage number 3, and hopefully we'll be able to talk to you at the end of this thing.
Yep, thank you, buddy. Hopefully we put on a good show for you.
Alrighty. Well, I'll be looking forward to it.
Yep.
All right, that's going to be Samuel Lawson, the number 44, the governor, getting that stage win. Stage number 1 was Austin Wheeler, I do believe. I can't remember already. It's been a long day. And got to get ready to go into work right after this race. So it's going to be a fun one to watch and be around. Last 50 laps definitely going to be one, you know, like Sam said, he's going to try to put on a good show for everybody on out here and see what he can do. We're going to go back to green with 50 laps to go. Well, 49 actually. As a lot of stuff could happen, but everything going to be going in Kentucky, one of those tracks where, you know, it's pretty much almost full throttle all the way around turns number 1 and 2, and like I say to every race that is like a mile and a half where you can essentially go full throttle. Just because you can go full throttle does not mean you should. I've learned that from Mr. Dustin Hall for Team Conti Sim Performance. He can't beat that into my head enough. As normally with that, you definitely want to make sure you save the tire wear, save the fuel where you can, so you have it for the end of the race. But Sam Lawson, Austin Wheeler on the front row. Then you got Gary Smith and Justin Potts in P number 3 and 4. Beautiful looking number 38. Chris Cash and Hunter Bogdan in row number 3. Get ready to go back racing with 49 laps to go here at Kentucky. Pace car making that hard left into pit lane. Going through the Geico restart zone here momentarily. Austin Wheeler's got the grass light going now. Green, green, green. Back to racing here. Austin Wheeler already out to a sizable margin over the number 44. 44 got caught sleeping just a little bit, but he's going to have the outside advantage going into turns number 1 and 2. He's going to get passed by Gary Smith. He's going to try to shut the door on the number 38. Not going to be able to be there. 38 is going to be a little bit loose. But Sam also going to be able to hold true with P number 3. Going to try to get down to the bottom lane. He's going to be able to get there. Justin Potts going to go ahead and back it on up just a little bit. Let him have that position. But with that being said, everything is going as smooth as possible. You'll be able to catch me in, let's see how many more weeks we have until we get to Indianapolis for the Truck Series. Go ahead and look really quick while these drivers are green flag racing. So Indianapolis, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more races. You'll see myself down in the truck for Indianapolis. So you got Michigan next week, Charlotte, they have the All-Star race, and then Indianapolis. That's where you'll see me in the truck. I'm going to try to talk to Christopher Hubka. Maybe he can put me in the car for the Cup Series, if I can get somebody to watch the booth for me. So looking at the schedule here, they have 4 more races. And then after the Indianapolis, they got 3 races. And then it's playoff time. Playoffs are going to be North Wilkesboro, New Hampshire, and then Bristol for the round of 16. And then it's round of 12 with Atlanta, the Roval in Chicagoland, the round of 8, Homestead, Martinsville, and Talladega. That concludes round of 8. And then Phoenix is going to be the deciding factor. Definitely going to be a fun one to watch, so make sure you guys coming out here. Samuel Austin going to be all up on the back bumper of the number 3 machine, trying to get him a little bit loose. Thought maybe Sam Lawson was going to give him just a little bit of the bumper, but he did not. I'm going to go ahead and hit the exciting button. See where this ends up taking us. Gary Cleaver up there on the top shelf, trying to get on around Kevin Coleman here momentarily. Not able to get clear of the 00, but trying to get around. Going to roll the outside as much as they can. And here comes Jay Monin right behind the 69, followed by TJ Handley. Kevin Coleman going to get passed by Gary Cleaver and by Jay Monin. Oh, Jay Monin is not even for position. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Jay Monin is 1 lap down, so he only lost 1 position in all of that. No harm, no foul. As they make everything work as best as they possibly can. Got a nice little gangle of cars here. Gary Cleaver down to the inside. Hunter Bogdan pinching just a little bit, helping himself get the run off. Doesn't want Gary Cleaver to get on around Hunter. But while all that's going on, Christopher Cash is doing battle with Justin Potts side by side drafting all the way down the backstretch. Christopher Cash all the way down to the inside. He's going to get past Justin Potts. So move Christopher Cash up to P number 3. So Sam Lawson in the number 44. Something happened to Sam Lawson. Not sure what happened, but Sam Lawson. We're going to see what happened to the number 44 machine. Yeah, not sure what happened to Sam Lawson, but he is out of the race. So Austin Wheeler still with the race lead over Gary Smith. And while these drivers are under their nice little green flag run, we're going to go ahead and cut on over to our final You Love to Hear It session of the night. We'll turn the music, or turn the mics down, turn the engines up, give you guys a little bit of You Love to Hear It. We'll be right back. laps uninterrupted. Austin Wheeler still with the race lead, doing what he can to keep it out front of Gary Smith, who has a 5-second lead on Gary Smith. Christopher Cash still sitting P at number 2. He's got a 5 seconds to make up on Gary Smith if he wants to get up to P at number 2. Green flag racing all the way in and through the field. The green flag pit stops already underway in Taken. Now it's all about if they can make it to the end. But hopefully everybody out there has been liking what has been shown here on a CRN. It's been an absolute pleasure doing these 2 broadcasts a night on Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights with the Lucky Dog Racing. They're not going to come back for a season 3 just yet, or season 4, due to it being summertime and everybody else's lives are starting to pick up, especially during the summer. So they'll probably be back around the winter time. So Wednesday nights are going to be open for myself for the time being, and then obviously Thursday nights I'll be in the broadcast booth for the Ghost Cup Series. Is Wednesday I'll have a broadcast up and going for the race last week, as I was not here last week, and then the backup broadcaster had some personal issues going on, so prayers to Matt Metler and everything that he's got going on. So Wednesday morning-ish, probably Wednesday whenever I get off work, I'll have it going up tomorrow morning when I get home from work. But 8 laps to go. Christopher Cash still sitting P number 3. Second is going to be Gary Smith. The first is going to be Austin Wheeler. 8 laps to go to decide who gets the race win here tonight. Everybody doing what they need to do to make sure that everything sits the way that it needs to. So far, so good for a lot of these drivers, making everything work in their favor. But it's going to be Austin Wheeler up here in P number 1. I'm going to go ahead and look at him. Five laps to go here at Kentucky. Austin Wheeler doing what he does best, wants to be up front, is always up front in the Cup Series. Currently leading the points battle for the Ghost Cup Series, making it all work out. And so far so good. 4 laps to go. Is looking at the track map, everybody's pretty much staggered out where they need to be. One thing that they don't want to have happen is going to be a caution. They don't want to see a caution come out with so many laps to go. I could potentially see everybody going down into pit lane, getting some fuel put into their trucks, and then obviously going from there. But Sam Lawson's the only one that has taken his truck behind the wall. Everybody else is going to be out there. Johnny Williams is still out there running. I know he's got a bad back and everything like that, but give it up for Johnny Williams. Go ahead and hop on board with the number 1 machine. He's still out here cruising, hanging it out. 3 laps to go here at Kentucky. So Johnny Williams doing what he needs to do, keeping himself out here for the long run. He's going to actually finish the race with us here tonight. Biggest mover is going to be Cliff Corvo and the number 9 machine, Pop Tarts. He's up 9 positions, 9 for 9, as he's up to P number 7. Then right after him, you got Chris Zofield up 7 positions. Then you got Christopher Cash up 4 positions from where he has started. But he's got Kevin Coleman starting to track him down. Can Kevin Coleman get through these final 2 laps and get the P3 off of Christopher Cash? Chris Cash, he wants this top 3 here tonight. He's got one more lap to hold on. Where is he going to put the truck? He's going to put it down. He's going to try to get down to the inside. He's going to throw a little bit of a block on Kevin Coleman. Kevin Coleman's going to get to his inside. And here comes... Oh, this is going to get bad and ugly. Yeah, Chris Cash. I think Christopher Cash is out of fuel. But it's going to be TJ Hadley going to move Kevin. Oh, he almost moved Kevin Coleman out of the way. He got him loose. Let Kevin Coleman get the spot back. Very gentleman move. But it's going to be Austin Wheeler getting the race win. Gary Smith finishing 2nd. And then Kevin Coleman finishing in P number 3. That was an absolute phenomenal move there by Mr. TJ Hadley, letting him get his position back. He didn't want to move him out of the way that way. He wanted to try to get him pushed up the racetrack so he can get underneath of him. Very, very well done by TJ Hadley, letting him gather that truck back on up. But Austin Wheeler is your race winner here tonight. He's going to go around and get some burnouts on in. While he does that, we're going to go ahead and take the time and let him do it before we get our top 3 into the broadcast booth. I'm going to go over here, grab our 3rd place finisher. See if we just can't find him. Let's see if he's in here yet. No, he's not. Get it switched over. I don't see him at all. So while we wait, we can wait for him, see if he ends up coming on in. I don't even see. There he is. Go ahead and grab. Yeah, it's the right one. No, it's not. So many broadcast channels. I happen to put them in the wrong one. There he is. Okay, so let's go this one. There we go. We finally figured it out. Now joined by the 00. That's going to be Kevin Coleman. Kevin, this is still in the CRM broadcast booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir. Got you loud and clear.
All right, buddy. It's Kentucky. You know, obviously, turns 1 and 2, you're pretty much almost wide open, full throttle. But you were able to not be that way, save those tires and the fuel for whenever you really needed it. You finished pretty well in the stages, I believe 4th or 5th in stage number 1, 5th or 6th in stage number 2. So good points stay coming from that point of view. And then towards the end of the race, TJ Hadley was trying to get on around you. He did the gentleman thing, got you a little bit too sideways there. I think maybe TJ was trying to move you up the racetrack so he can get on around you, but ended up hitting you at the wrong place at the wrong time. Hit his brakes immediately, let you gather it back up, and let you have that 3rd place finish here tonight.
Yeah, that all started in 1 and 2. You know, everyone's on the last lap gonna hold a line, block a line, whatever. And 64, I believe, was in front of me. He stayed glued to the bottom, really slow. So that got TJ to catch up to me. And then, you know, I just ran a defensive line in turn 3. And yeah, you know, I was ready for it and held on to it. And yeah, it was, I'm glad I didn't end up in the infield and came across P3.
Yeah, you know, TJ could have been that guy, been like, hey, you know what? You suck. I'm going to go ahead and take the spot. But TJ being, such a great guy, and he knows how much it means to other people to get a podium. And, if he feels like he does something wrong, he's going to give that spot back, which, i.e., we've seen him do that here tonight. And can't be more than glad to see that happen. But, what was the point of the race where you're like, okay, how many pit stops do I need to make for me to make it the rest of the way? Were you saving from the start of stage number 3 with fuel, so we only had to make one stop, or was it just throw it all to the wind, see what happens?
Yeah, we were talking about saving from the beginning, Eddie and I. So, I mean, from the time we rode off the grid, I was cutting the car off. And I actually had another set of tires. I don't know how many more people had a full set left, but I was kind of hoping for a late race caution, take advantage of that. Didn't work out. I'm not a big fan of this track, especially in the trucks, but I'll take P3.
Yeah, P3 is always going to be a good feat, especially at Kentucky with everything going on. But next week you got Michigan in the truck. What's it going to take to get yourself back into another podium position?
All the advice that Eddie can give me. He's the one that keeps me up front, so I like to thank Eddie for that.
All right, Kevin, before I let you get on out here, if there's anybody on that 00 you'd like to give a shout out to, the floor is yours.
Yep, Star Hill Brewery, keeping the beer cold as always, and I enjoy this league. I enjoy everybody in here, so I get a little excited every now and then. But who doesn't?
All right, buddy, we're going to go ahead and let you get back on down there, go over your debrief with Mr. Eddie, and hopefully we'll be talking to you again next week.
Appreciate it. See you next week.
All right, this is going to be our third place finisher of Kevin Coleman. Going to go ahead and move on up to our second place finisher. That's going to be Gary Smith. Gary, this is Dylan's broadcast booth. Get a copy.
Yes, sir. What's up?
All right, buddy. You're trying to do everything you possibly could through stage number 1 and stage number 2 to keep up with Austin, get some more stage points here tonight. Just wasn't able to get on around him, but the stage 3 kind of worked out in your favor there just a little bit. Ended up falling back. But, obviously with it being a clean green race, other than the 2 stage cautions, you can't be too mad about it.
I mean, I hate fuel strategy racing. I hate it with every fiber of my being. Because through those 2 stages, I kind of figured out where Austin was weaker and I could get around him. I had stage 3 all planned out. And then TJ, who's my crew chief fish, said, all right, we can't make it. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die. And I did, and I got second. That's death for me, bro. It kind of sucked because it was a Team Winners home race. We got One Nation Society on the car, which is a sunglasses company based out of Kentucky. And I was really hoping to get the win for them tonight because it would have been a home run for them. But, I mean, it's all right. I did everything I could. It was the first 150 laps I turned on Kentucky. I turned them tonight. So it's hard to be too mad.
Yeah, obviously you turned in, your first laps on Kentucky here tonight and come away with a P number 2. You can't be too bad about it. You can't beat yourself up. You could have been like other people and not showed up or wrecked out. So, obviously you're still in contention for the championship here in the Truck Series. Obviously, Austin Wheeler's just a little bit of a show or go type of guy. He shows up when he wants, just being a little bit of a part-timer with him being in the Cup Series. He wanted to get some extra practice here at Kentucky, but Michigan next week, high draft track. Kind of hope you don't get involved in anything. It's technically kind of like a plate track in a way, yeah. But what's it going to take to get that number 3 back up to victory lane?
I have no idea. I kind of suck at New Michigan, but I also said I sucked at Texas and I won there, so we'll see. So we'll see around this time next week.
All right, buddy. Well, before we let you get on out of here, celebrate that second place finish here tonight. If there's anybody on that number 3 machine you'd like to give a shout out to, the floor is yours.
One Nation Society, Boone Tractor, Rusty Nuts, and my dearest brother in Christ, Jay Monin.
All right, buddy. We're going to go ahead and let you get on out of here, celebrate that second place finish here tonight, and we'll talk to you again hopefully next week.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's going to do it for our second place finisher. Going to go ahead and move on up to our race winner. That's going to be the number 48 of Austin Wheeler. Austin, this is still in the CRN broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, bud.
All right, man. Is there anything that you can't win in, or is it just you're just Dale Earnhardt in it out here?
I'm just giving it my best. I'm not going to say I can't win in something, but if I haven't been in it yet, we can go try it and see what happens.
I'm thinking maybe you're trying to get some more experience on Kentucky here tonight, which is why you ran the Truck Series tonight. Then obviously you got Kentucky in the Cup Series on Thursday. Just get some few little laps in with you, do what you got to do. But pretty much from the start of the green flag until the end of it, you had the track figured out essentially all the way in and through. You knew exactly how much fuel you had to save. You knew exactly what you had to do to get yourself to the end. What part of the race was harder for you, saving fuel or saving tires?
Yeah, I mean, this is my first laps with Kentucky here tonight. I want to get some practice for the Cup race, but it's kind of different. I ran the Cup car probably yesterday, and the bump in 3 and 4 is way worse in the next-gen car than it is in the trucks. So we'll see how that goes on Thursday. But there at the end, saving fuel was going to be a little bit tough. You go to saving here and there, and then you find out you need another half a lap, and just kind of playing the game. Luckily, I had a really good pit stop there at the end. I was able to gap Gary a little bit. So I had a little more wiggle room there to play with the fuel saving, and ended up saving a little bit there at the end. Do a little burnout for you.
Yeah, that's always the best part is doing the burnouts. But I know Thursday I'll actually get my sim rig hooked back up, put it out here, and I'm going to run some laps for the viewers at home. Viewers don't really get to see me race anymore. So I figured, hey, you know what? Better time than Thursday night. Going to load into the session. I'm going to have my paint scheme on and run a few laps.
There you go. Yeah, it'd be looking good out there, man. That way you can get a feel for the track, tell everybody what we're experiencing, and see what we got for fuel mileage.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of how I was looking at it. Obviously, best way to get the fuel mileage and all that is to go out there, run actual laps, and see what your fuel mileage is going to be looking like. Obviously, with Ghost Cup Series, running at 65% fuel, you're not going to get as much laps as you possibly could with a full tank. So definitely going to be something fun out there tonight. Hopefully you don't wreck me while I'm doing that, or I wreck you, is that seems to be going around with my style here so far. But nonetheless, it's still going to be fun. We'll be up there at the broadcast booth once the race actually starts, so I won't be down there making any laps with you guys, but that's just something that I'm going to end up doing, and can't wait to see what happens at Kentucky. And then obviously you got Michigan right after, and then you got Charlotte, the All-Star race, Indianapolis, Nashville Superspeedway, Daytona Road Course, and then Daytona, and then it's playoff time, and you've pretty much are in your own little world for the Cup Series, going to go for the regular season champ.
Yeah, I got myself locked into the playoffs now, so now we're going to be trying to stack up some wins, get some bonus points, and keep putting those checker flags on the car here.
Yeah, exactly. That's all that matters to it. But Austin, before I let you get on out of here and celebrate that race win here tonight in the Demon Truck Series, if there's anybody on that number 48 machine you'd like to give a shout out to, the floor is yours.
Yeah, man, I'd like to thank Wheelers Painting sponsoring the truck here in the Demon Truck Series and the Cup car and the Ghost Cup Series. It's a business I own here in Richmond, Virginia, and we all have a good time here, so we enjoy it. And I thank my wife for letting me do this every week, and look forward to getting back on it.
All right, buddy, we're going to go ahead and let you get on out of here, celebrate that race win, and we'll be seeing you and talking to you again on Thursday at Kentucky.
Thank you, Dylan. I appreciate you.
No problem, buddy. That's going to do it for our race winner here tonight. That's going to be Austin Wheeler, a.k.a. Wheels, as I like to call him. But That's going to do it for myself up here on the broadcast booth. 2 streams up, 2 streams down, 108 laps, 110 laps. Can't wait to see what Thursday night brings us at Kentucky. That's going to do it for myself up here on the broadcast booth. I want to say thank you to everybody out there who has liked, shared, subscribed to CRN. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on bell notifications for all the notifications so you get every single stream that CRN has to offer throughout the entirety of the week. That's going to do it for myself up here on the broadcast booth. My name is Dylan for CRN. Make sure you guys take care. Brush your hair.